truck pulling out. It's full trigger. Stop. Read. 46 miles an hour. No rider. Oh, it had a gyro speed wobble. Yep, death wobble. Read at 63 miles an hour. Last video, super thanks at Jeremy Stewart 1785. Definitely appreciate you guys supporting these videos. It truly does help. You guys are truly great. And then we have at Michael Van Kurt 3576, been supporting every one of my videos. I truly appreciate it. Then we have at Corty 73. Hopefully I'm not messing up these names, but I truly appreciate you also supporting several videos. This stuff really helps me make these videos. We also have at Andrew Megro 7703. I do appreciate all the support with these super thanks. Now on to the video. All right, welcome back. So today we are gonna try to fix this death wobble that this thing has. So I've showed this in several videos. This this slop right here that's in the servo saver. And here's the servo saver. Let's get this thing out of the bag. In case you guys want to know, LOS 261011 servo saver assembly. So like I said, I bought pretty much one of every replacement part in case something got damaged. I ordered it not knowing, since it's a new product. And you can see basically this spring is what's giving. So my plan was, I wonder what this little thing does. Oh, well, that wasn't good. No. Well, that goes the other way. Look at all the springs in there. Looks like it gives you two different pieces down here. It looks like they give it two different servo horns. So my plan is to do this and tighten the heck out of it because it stiffens it up a lot. So we're going to pull the front wheel. I'm going to take the old one out and I'm going to put this zip tie one in there and see where I can stick the head of this zip tie where it's not going to get in the way of something. So with that said, if that's something you want to see if we can get, because what we're looking for when we move this, we're looking for that servo. But you can see what we end up with. Some were saying it needs a steering dampener from the steering wheel because the guy's not holding the rider. These bars do not turn with the steering on this. So we have, this is what's going on, is we have this slop in the servo saver, so the servo can't hold it stiff. And this is for impacts while jumping it, because what you don't want is you don't want this thing being rigid, and then when you hit something it starts just snapping stuff off. So I know why they did it, but it's not working for our speed runs. So I'm going to take this, do this, screw this thing on there, and see if we can get rid of some of that slop. We'll be right back. Alright, so the first thing I got to do is get this brake off. Because I am going to be changing the wheel. I am going to put the smaller wheel on. I don't think it happened with the smaller wheel at those speeds. With this wheel, you can take the brake caliper on and off. With the other wheel, you cannot, because you got to pull a whole brake rotor. And these forks spin separately, so it's kind of difficult to line it up. I usually put the screw back in just to hold the fork straight so I can check slop. Now we're going to flip it upside down and check out this servo saver. So without the rider on, I'm going to go ahead and pull this fender off. And that exposes our servo saver. So what we're experiencing, you can see all the slop, and I don't want to pull apart the whole thing, so I'm going to try to wrap a zip tie around and have the butt over here. Look at all this fluid. Some sort of fluid leaking out up here. There we go. Still a little bit of slop, but it's in the pin. Nowhere near what it was. So now I can't really get any movement without the servo moving, which is way better for street running, other than the slop that's in that pin. It's funny, that whole front plate here moves. So this plate in aluminum would probably be really good. So now we're gonna get the wheel on and check this. So a sleeve, a bearing, the other bearing to hold the sleeve in. The brake caliper has to line up with the bracket. But I'm going to leave the front fender off because some were saying that aerodynamics could be causing that to grab air and causing it to shake, which anything that makes sense I'm willing to try. And that made sense to me. That is a very good possibility that this could be grabbing air. And I think before, because I have the brake dragging a little bit on this one, because this is the one I modified and tightened up, that it really will stop any vibration coming out of this. There we go. So now, without any other changes, plan is to give this thing a rip with no rider on it. because that's where we had the vibration. So I'll run it without the rider, and then I'll add the rider back to it. Let's see. So we have very little slop compared to what I had before. There still is some slop, which I might end up adding a shock, maybe this top nut to the post, adding a shock in here to dampen this. But we'll see. Either that or off this nut here somewhere outside. But it really has to swivel, so maybe put a pivot ball sticking off, snap on a shock, and then attach it somewhere here, probably to this screw right here. But we'll see if the vibration is gone. I am gonna leave the taller tire on the rear because I want to finish seeing if it's going to pick up any mile an hour and if our vibration is going to be gone now. But there we go. Comment down below. What do you guys think? Do you think stiffening up the servo saver fixed our issue? Doing a zip tie mod? I mean, you do anything you possibly can to modify what you have, and these little things are good information to know. Now, if you're bashing this thing and jumping it off-road, this is probably not a modification I would do, but if you're running it on-road, definitely putting a zip tie on there is going to work out mint. And there is several springs inside the servo saver, we just saw it. So I'm going to get the batteries charged up on this thing again. We're going to get some more, get out tomorrow, do some testing, but I want to hear you guys' comments. Do you think this is going to fix the death wobble the front of this thing had? And are we going to go faster than 63 miles an hour? Love to know. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys on the next video.